Good morning, South Mississippi. Meteorologist Taylor Graham here joining you from the newsroom, and hopefully everybody had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I know plenty of people may still have the day off today for Black Friday, doing some Christmas shopping, maybe starting to put up some decorations around your house. And I have to say, the weather today, it actually feels like the holidays. It's been cold this morning. You may have even seen some patchy frost. And we're not really going to be warming up too much today. We'll dive right into what we expect throughout the rest of our Black Friday. But first things first, I do want to talk about this morning. We had temperatures close to freezing in several spots. This was as of about 6:30, Perkinston, Poplarville, Moss Point. Looks like we did hit the freezing mark early this morning. Now that we are well past the sunrise, of course, things have warmed up a little bit more, but it's still chilly outside. As of 8:30, we are still seeing temperatures mainly in the low to mid 40s. And we're only topping out today, I would say, in the upper 50s. So a chilly day overall. Not only is it going to be cool, it's also going to be breezy today. We're still going to keep that breeze out of the north and northeast. That's going to make it feel a little bit cooler at times. That being said, we do have some sunshine outside right now. Some of that sun will continue into the afternoon. We'll have some passing clouds. We are not expecting any rain today. This evening is looking dry. So if you have any outdoor plans today, again, doing any traveling, shopping, you should be good to go. But it is going to be a little bit chilly. I have to admit, though, I kind of like it. It puts me in the holiday spirit and makes it feel a little bit more like Christmas today. Also a big day here in the state of Mississippi. We have the Egg Bowl. That is going to be going on at 11 o'clock today. Kickoff is at Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Hale State. It was easy to pick a dress today. But whoever you're rooting for, well, good forecast in terms of football weather, but it is going to be pretty chilly up in Starkville today. Temperatures at kickoff in the upper 40s. They're only getting into the low to mid 50s this afternoon, but it does look like the game is going to stay dry. So overall, pretty nice forecast for the Egg Bowl today, even though it is going to be chilly. And just so you know, you can watch the Egg Bowl today at 11 o'clock on WLOX on ABC. So again, I know today, big day for those of us that are football fans across the state. As for this evening, also a big night in Gulfport. The Gulfport Harbor Lights is going to be happening. Looks like that will begin at 5:30. So if you are going to be heading out this evening, you definitely want maybe a sweater, sweatshirt, a light jacket. It is going to be chilly, and it's definitely going to be chilly by the end of the evening, with temperatures starting to drop into the low 40s. And while it's not going to be as cold tonight as what we had this morning, definitely going to be feeling like the holiday season. Beautiful view right now from our Hancock Winnie Bank Tower Cam in Gulfport. We can see some of those high thin clouds in the distance, lots of sunshine. We've got a breeze out of the north and northeast that's making it feel a little bit cooler right now. And just something to be mindful of today, with it being breezy at times, that could impact your Christmas decorations, specifically inflatables. I know if you're like me, you're eager to get out some of your decorations, but some of your outdoor decorations may be impacted by that breeze later today. We are looking at winds gusting upwards of 20 miles per hour at time. Not going to rule that out. So to our north, it is still quite a bit cooler. 33 in Tupelo, 36 in Birmingham right now. Seems like across the southeast this morning, it's been very chilly, if not just downright cold for many of us. Even in New Orleans, they were eventually able to drop down into the 40s. And of course, in South Mississippi, it's been fairly cold this morning. Now we have an area of high pressure not too far to our north. That's going to keep us nice and dry today. Because we are to the east of this area of high pressure, we're getting winds out of the north and northeast. Whenever we have high pressure at the surface, we get clockwise flow around that. So based on our position, we are going to be stuck in that northeast breeze today, and it will especially be breezy for those areas along the coast. A heads up too, we've been seeing a small craft advisory in effect this morning. Over the sound and offshore today, choppy conditions are expected thanks to that strong breeze. All in all, a chilly, dry forecast for Black Friday. We're only getting into the mid to upper 50s this afternoon. We'll see some passing clouds with some sunshine in the mix. And this evening, it is going to be getting chilly. By tomorrow morning, pretty cold for those of us farther inland. We're looking at lows back in the upper 30s. For those of us on the coast, we're more so going to be in the low to mid 40s. Again, kind of giving us that feeling of Christmas time, of our holiday season. But tomorrow afternoon, it is going to be a little bit warmer than today, or I really should say a lot warmer, maybe even roughly 5 to 10 degrees warmer temperatures, getting back into the mid to upper 60s. Notice there too, the winds are going to be more so out of the south and east. And that's going to help to increase the dew point just a little bit more as we get into Saturday. Sunday, a bit of a change in our pattern. We're going to be watching a cold front moving in from the west. Now, we could see a few showers out of this. Most of our forecast guidance models, though, show a lot of this rain really diminishing or dissipating by the time it moves into South Mississippi. And it's possible, too, we could be seeing a wide range of temperatures on Sunday. This is going to be a bit of a tricky forecast. For now, we are anticipating high temperatures in the upper 60s, especially along the coast. Could be cooler, though, for some of our inland spots. Notice here, too, Futurecast really shows a lot of the rain dissipating by the time it reaches us. Still going to keep the chance, though, for a few showers on Sunday. It just doesn't look like rainfall amounts are going to be amounting to much this weekend. So I know a lot of us, myself included, really could use more rain in our yard. Not necessarily going to see it this weekend. That being said, signs are pointing to another low pressure system moving along the Gulf Coast that will give us a pretty good chance of seeing some showers and maybe even some widespread rainfall at some point Monday into Tuesday. Generally speaking, it looks like this is going to be happening Monday night into very early Tuesday morning. And I'm hopeful that we can get some much needed rainfall out of this because we are still seeing drought conditions and we certainly could use additional rainfall here in South Mississippi. So this is just one particular model. This is a European model, but what it really has been showing is a low pressure system developing along the Gulf Coast to our south and west by Sunday and into Monday. Looks like that's going to be moving up closer to us by the end of Monday and into Tuesday. And around that area of low pressure, we're likely going to see widespread rainfall. It could even be a little heavy at times. Not going to rule that out just yet. But signs are pointing to a pretty good chance of seeing some rainfall, again, Monday and into Tuesday. The exact timing of this we can fine tune a little bit more as we get into the weekend. Once that low pressure system with its cold front starts to move to the east, we're going to see winds picking up a good bit out of the northwest. That's going to usher in some cooler air. That area of low pressure draws in some of that cooler air behind it. And so our temperatures at that point for high temperatures going to be dropping back down into the upper 50s. So if we're lucky, maybe we'll pick up close to an inch of rainfall here in South Mississippi, which is not going to be getting rid of the drought by any means, but it's helpful. We really could use some more rain across the area, and we especially need that for areas a little bit closer to the coast. So at the airport in Gulfport, we are running a pretty big deficit so far for the fall season. This is a look at rainfall since September 1st. We've only picked up a little over 4 inches of rain, where as of today, the average month-to-date rainfall, or at least for September 1st until now, is over 12.5 inches. Now, Moss Point not running as big of a deficit, but we still see a deficit over 3 inches at this time when you compare the normal amount, what we usually get from September 1st until right now towards the end of November. So we've got a ways to go to get rid of that deficit. We really do need more rain. Hopefully we can get some of that Monday evening into early Tuesday morning. I briefly talked about this. Once that system passes through, by Monday we'll see cooler air move in. And it seemed like for a while we were talking about above average temperatures. Now we're talking about temperatures below normal, with the exception of tomorrow and Sunday. Pretty close to normal for this time of the year, but it does look like we will see another cool down by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week throughout the first few days of December. So I'm actually going to be feeling like it at this time. We don't really have anything too warm up ahead in our near term forecast. And of course, today we are looking at temperatures well below normal in the mid to upper 50s. So a chill in the air today. It might put you in the Christmas spirit. I'm just speaking on behalf of myself. I know it's putting me in the holiday spirit. I don't mind it being this cool whenever we're right around Christmas time and now that we are past Thanksgiving. So today for Black Friday, temperatures mid to upper 50s, a good bit of sunshine in the mix. Tomorrow, there is a small chance for a stray shower. Many of us are going to stay dry. On Sunday, I actually lowered our rain chances just a smidge because it looks like some of that rain ahead of that front may not be able to make it all the way through South Mississippi. Again, Monday night into Tuesday morning, that's when I am expecting our best chance of seeing some much needed rainfall. It is looking cooler again Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. You may even notice there too, morning lows back in the 30s by Wednesday morning. We'll have to keep an eye out for that frost potential as well. So nothing overly warm in our 7-day forecast, that's for sure. The 7-day forecast shows us that we are getting a little bit closer to winter time with those highs in the 50s and 60s. So again, nothing overly warm, and hey, at least we've got a chance for rain at some point next week, because I keep emphasizing we really do need more rain across the area, my yard included. It is very, very parched at this time. So time now is 8:56. Meteorologist Aaron Colby will be in later this evening to give you another update on your weekend forecast and what you can expect heading into the month of December. So for the time being, I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving, have a wonderful Black Friday, and a safe weekend.